All right, so right now we are on our way to this little Offerup pickup. I don't know which side it's going to be on, but you know, when I usually see these type of posts where they're like, oh, I'm selling DVDs, I glance at them really quick and then I kind of go off of them because I don't really do DVDs. There's kind of too much to think about there, and there's too many DVDs in the world. I can't handle it. I know some people do a really good job with them, but it's not for me. But I glanced through and I saw Pokemon Sapphire in a box and it was sealed, and I was like, oh, no way. And I keep going. There's also two Dragon Ball games, one X-Men game, and some PS1 games. Most of them are kind of sports titles, but there is a Marvel game I've been wanting. So he had the whole listing up for $50. I wasn't sure what he was expecting, if he was actually trying to unload it for $50. He also had some VHSs, which I might just take from him because they're Pokemon and like Pokemon art. So yeah, I mean, I offered him $400 and I'm hoping for the best. I'm about to go check it out. Hopefully the games are still sealed. They have a seal on them, but I don't know. That could just mean someone opened it and kept the seal on, and I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. I'll check in with you after the pickup. All right, it's a new day. Forgot to make a recording of everything I picked up, but I will do that when I get home, except for one thing. So here is the sealed Sapphire version. I put it in this little protector, but I'll take it out for just a brief moment. The reason why I'm showing this separate compared to everything else is because I actually have a deal with someone for the sealed Sapphire already. As much as I love Pokemon games, I'm not really a sealed collector. I kind of prefer playing them, but it was really tempting not to kind of keep this. Yeah, here it is. The box looks pretty nice, honestly, other than a crease that's right there. And then there is a small, I don't know if it's going to focus, but there is like a small little break in the seal right there. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was a pretty nice pickup, if I say so myself. And it looks pretty cool. Yeah, really tempting not to keep this, but yeah, excited it's going to go to a good home. So, but yeah, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of a recap for everything else right after this clip. So thank you so much. All right, so I know I mentioned earlier that I don't have Sapphire for this part of the video, but this is what we have. So the Sapphire, I did already deal off. It was kind of hard to part ways with it, but then I figured I already have my Sapphire complete in box. 2, I don't really collect sealed games anyway. And 3, that money could go towards something else. So this is what I ended up picking up. I'm not sure what I'm going to keep yet and what I'm going to sell or trade, but here is everything in terms of PS1. There were some other titles that I kind of just sold off in bulk locally. If you check, there's a bunch of like bulk PS1 games. I already sold off one of the sealed Wii games and one of the sealed Call of Duty games, but this is everything that's left. I kind of think this is more so the bigger titles anyway. So starting off with PS1, we have Akuji the Heartless. This is actually the second time I found this game. I found it at a thrift store once. It looks pretty cool, but I've never really given it a try. Maybe this is a perfect opportunity to do so. So we will see on that one. Next one, we have Need for Speed 2. Also found this at a thrift store one time. I played it a little bit, but I don't know why. I just could never get into racing games. So I think I'm going to move on from that one as well. Next one, we have Crash the Bandicoot 2. Well, I guess it's just Crash Bandicoot. Cortex Strikes Back. I really like how this is like a little hollow type of cover. It's pretty sweet. I beat this game already, so I don't really have any interest in keeping it. All the games, disc-wise, are used, but they're not too beat up, which is always good to see. So moving on to the 3 games I know for sure I'm going to keep. Starting off with Street Fighter Alpha. Ever since I got a Dreamcast, I've fallen in love with a bunch of these fighter games. And Street Fighter in particular, really sweet. So definitely going to keep this on the PS2 or PS1 because I'm pretty sure this was on the Dreamcast and I've sold it already because it was way too expensive. It was like a $60 to $80 game. So I'd rather just keep it on the PS1. Next, we have 2 Marvel games. We have X-Men. Children of Adam. So this actually looks really sweet. Another fighter type game. I'm excited to add this to the collection. I've been looking for all the superhero Marvel games on PS1, and yeah, just from the cover art, like or not the cover art, the back. And just from the back, like, it looks really sweet. So I'm excited to give this a run and play it. I love collecting for the PlayStation 1. My library is pretty small, but I try to keep games I know I'm actually going to want to play at some point. And next we have Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. So similar to Children of Adam, it's a Marvel game, so I want to keep it. But also it looks really sweet with this arcade type of feel. And I'm excited to add this to collection. So yeah, those are the PlayStation games I'm going to end up keeping. Now on to the Game Boy Color. So the top 3 are sealed games like Sapphire. First one, we have X-Men Mutant Academy on Game Boy Color. So I've never owned this game, never heard of it. Pretty cool that it's sealed though. Like I said, I don't really collect sealed games, so I am pretty sure I'm going to end up selling this or trading it locally and hoping for the best. Next one we have our 2 Dragon Ball Z games, one of them being for the Game Boy Color. We have Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors. This game I have loose actually. I got it a while ago and I played it and I thought it was pretty fun. I mean, I don't really know much about Dragon Ball Z. I could never get into it as a kid, but I always liked the artwork. I think the art is pretty sick. And lastly, for the sealed games, we have Dragon Ball Z collectible card game. You can actually hear the card kind of moving inside. So I didn't even know there was a Dragon Ball Z card game, but I think the art on this game is really cool. I like the purple. Purple's always kind of a cool color to have, and there's like a little holographic type of vibe to it, so that was sweet. And then this game was a surprise. I did not see this game in the Offerup pictures, as you probably saw earlier. But when I saw it there, it was just box and inserts only. It's Pokemon Crystal. And at first I thought it was a reproduction box because it's kind of blurry. I don't know if you could see that there. I'm going to have to look into this, but it doesn't make sense for this to be a reproduction box considering he had a bunch of other box games and sealed games. But here is the Pokemon Crystal. It's honestly a pretty clean copy too. I replaced the battery in it already, so this I'm gonna probably have up for trade or sale, and has all the inserts, and they're all really nice looking too. So I'm almost positive this is a real box. It's just kind of weird how it's pretty blurry at the back. But yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking how crushed the box is. Like, you can't close it, unfortunately. This is the best you can do. And all the sides are a little crunched up, but I mean, this was a throw-in practically. I didn't see it in the photos, so I was really surprised to see it. So the tip of this video, I think, is make sure if you see DVD postings, always make sure to swipe through and take a close look at them, even ads that kind of seem out of place, because you never know what the 3rd or 4th picture is going to be. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.